All right, this last piece at the end is 16 inches away from the last one. Okay, so if we take measurement of this corner to this corner, it's 16 inches or a foot and 4 inches. Okay, so all of them are 16 inches and 16 inches all the way to the end. But the last piece is not 16 inches from the last one. Okay, so this one is 16, this one is 16, this one is 16, and this one is also, whoop, this one is also 16. Very hard to manipulate with a trackpad. Okay, so we gotta move this closer, and it's not gonna be 16. So simply select, whoop, select tool, move, and we just move the outer corner to that corner. So the last piece is not 16, but 1 foot 2.5. Okay. So this is the framing for the shed. And what we're going to do next is we're going to cover this with plywood. And plywood is 4 feet by 8 feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a rectangle somewhere away, click the first corner, and then drag it. And then we're going to type in 4 feet, so 4, and then we're going to use an apostrophe, and then comma, and then 8, and then apostrophe. Okay, so 4 feet, comma 8 feet, feet. You have to use an apostrophe. So 4 feet, comma 8 feet. Press enter, and that's going to be our plywood. And we're going to use a 3/4 inch plywood. So that means that the thickness of this plywood is going to be 3/4 inch. So we're going to select and then select, and then we're going to use the press pull, and then we're going to now click once, drag up, and then 3/4 is 0.75. Okay, 3/4 is 0.75. Press enter. That is now our 3/4 inch plywood. So all we have to do is make this a group. Triple click, 1, 2, 3, and then right click and then make a group. Once you have your plywood, you're going to now put this plywood um, on top here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use again our move, and we're going to click this outer corner. Okay, and then zoom out, and then go to this other corner and then zoom in. And we're just going to put it on top here like that. All right. So plywood is always going to be perpendicular to the framing. So the long piece of the plywood is going to be perpendicular to the framing. And we're going to make copies of this one. So we're going to use our move command or move tool, but press control. So when we hold it on this top corner here and put it on the other corner, it should make us a second copy. If you don't have your control, you're just moving it. But if you press control, it'll make a copy. So put it there, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to offset this plywood because whenever you're putting in plywood on top of framing, you don't want the edges to line up on both directions. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this 4 feet this way. So highlight one of them, okay, or select one of them. So either this one or that one. So select one, use the move command, and we are going to click anywhere, drag it to the right or to the left or wherever direction you want, and then type in 4 feet on your keyboard, press enter. Okay, so that's what we want. We want to offset the plywood, okay, so that the both edges are not aligned, only one edge are aligned, but the other perpendicular edge is not. And then these two vacant space is we're going to put in a portion of a plywood on them. So we're going to simply again use move command, press control, click the top corner, and then zoom to this corner here, put it on top. Oop, I placed it wrong, so I'm simply going to move again and click the top corner and put it down. Okay, I think made a copy, so I'm going to select that and delete. There you go. And let's zoom extents here. And then this plywood, oh, I erased my last one, so I'm just going to move this and move this from this bottom corner to this top corner here, and then zoom extents again. And this one plywood here, because it is 8 feet long, we need to cut it. Okay, so to cut that, we are just going to adjust that the length of that one. So select tool, double click this plywood, and then use your press pull to pull this edge back up to that corner. And then when you're done, right click and then close the group. And then all we have to do now is copy this plywood onto this one. So we're going to select that plywood, move or copy, press control, and I'm going to hold the plywood from I guess this top corner and put that on this top corner too. Okay, select your tool, and then if you look around, the framing should now all be covered by a 4x8 plywood, and the plywoods are offset. Okay,